Welcome to Sentenced to Success, where the punishment is always posterity and progress. Hosted by Tion Professor Mitch Mitchell, the philosopher prisoner, Mr. Find a Way or Make One. It wasn't until after I was shot 5 times, put in a wheelchair, and sentenced to 60 years in prison that I learned what it takes to be successful anywhere in life. That's when I became the professor of perfecting human potential. Have you been sentenced to a life of hardship, unending pain, and poverty? Huh? Well, it's all in the mind. See, victim view or victor view. The choice is ours to make every moment of every day. How bad do you want it? The Sentenced to Success show was created to educate, encourage, and empower you with insights into how to turn any situation or circumstances into fuel for your success. No, I didn't get out. I didn't get released from prison. I'm still here with 50 more years to go. But yet and still, I wake up each day thanking God because I am sentenced to success. Stay tuned to learn how you can be sentenced to your own success now. Man, what's happening, man? It's Professor Mitch. Listen, I'm here reading this book, man. I've been telling you about this book. This book is crazy. You gotta get this book if you're really serious about next level success. The book is Relentless. It's by Tim S. Grover. It's called Relentless: From Good to Great to Unstoppable. I mean, he worked with Kobe Bryant, he worked with MJ, he's a trainer. But anyway, let me get to the meat of the situation. In the book, he says, I'm going to read a couple excerpts, man, and then we're going to go for you to be inspired and to build on those things. He's talking about cliches and people making excuses. He says, speaking of cliches, here's another tribute to indecision and apathy. Good things come to those who wait. No, good things come to those who work. Now, I understand the value of not rushing into things. You want to be quick, not careless. But you still have to work toward a result. Not just sit back and wait for something to happen. You can't wait. The decisions you don't make on Monday will still be waiting for you on Tuesday. And by then, 2 new decisions will have to be dealt with. And if you still don't make those decisions, you'll have 3 more on Wednesday. Pretty soon, you're so overwhelmed by everything you still haven't dealt with that you become completely paralyzed and you can't do anything. Meanwhile, as you sit back doing nothing because you're afraid to make a mistake, someone else is out there making all kinds of mistakes, learning from them and getting where you wanted to be. And that's heavy, y'all. Now he goes on to say, you can't rely on others to jump up and make your dreams happen. Testing. Did y'all hear that? You can't rely on others to jump up and make your dreams happen. They have their own dreams. They're not worried about your dreams. People might be willing to help if they can, but ultimately it's on you. Now, quickly, that was hard for me to accept. That's hard for a lot of people in these institutions and prisons to understand. Like, people on the street got their own life going on. You got to find a way to make it happen for yourself and through them and make it benefit them as well. But anyway, he says, get the best people around you, know your strengths and your weaknesses, and trust others to do what they do best. But in the end, it's still your responsibility. Make a plan and execute. Then he wraps up by saying, what's your plan? Everything starts with a simple thought. Every idea, every invention, every plan, every creation, it starts with a thought. But to bring the thought to life, you got to put a plan together. starting a workout, training for a sport, launching a business, you can't just think about it. You can just think about it, or you can create the plan that will get you there. Be realistic. How much time do you have? How much time will you commit? Is it going to be a priority in your schedule, or are you going to fit it around your other commitments? Make a plan that truly reflects your goals and interests, and you'll be more likely to execute. I'm telling y'all. Why pretend you're going to work out every single day when you're only going to do it 3 times a week? You know that already. You make a choice and you stand by it, because most people can't do that. See, they're content with winging it or see what happens. Come on. You already know what's going to happen if you go about it, if you go into it that way. Whatever you started is going to fall apart. But that's what most people do. They test the waters before jumping in. Why? Well, unless you suspect that those waters are churning with crocodiles, what's the worst thing that can happen if you take the plunge? You get wet. That's the end of the quote, man, right there. But listen, man, this is so helpful for me. I told my daughter, Tia, we were talking the other day, and she said, I said, if I could be a book, this would probably be me. And this is by decision, this is by life circumstances, man. I've been through hell and back, and I realized that, man, you still have to be relentless. It's still up to you to make your dreams happen, no matter where you at, no matter what you're doing. And listen, I realize most people is taking the leap of faith and just jumping out there. I was talking to my celly at Move Sales. I'm talking to my celly last night, and I'm explaining to him, like, listen, it's faith or fear. You can't serve 2 masters. It's going to be faith or it's going to be fear. You're going to be fear like, oh, what can go wrong, what can happen, what I can lose, and all this, or you're going to jump out on faith. You got a vision, you got to jump out on faith. I told him, if you believe God told you, like, you about to get 100 gallons of water, like, jumping out on faith is going to Home Depot and building something that's going to hold 100 gallons of water while you looking crazy. Everybody looking at you like you crazy, like you don't know what you're talking about. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing? Like, no, God going to give me 100 gallons of water. That's how you move in faith. So if God told you you're going to get out of that poverty, you're going to get out of that sickness, you're going to get out of that disability, whatever you feel like the vision you have that you want in life, you got to go out and move out on faith as if that's where you're going. And that's what I had to learn. And that's why you become sentenced to success, is because you realize no matter what your sentence is, you can always flip that sentence into success. I'm talking about the people who lose their limbs and turn that into a multi-million-dollar business and help lives and save people. I'm talking about the people who go blind and use that to turn their whole life into a whole new world. The people who get cancer and now they want to go fight and help other people who get cancer and overcome and tackle their dreams. This is what it's about. This is all perspective, y'all. I promise you. Life is about 90% in the mind, 10% in the world. So be encouraged. Keep pushing forward. Stay relentless. Stay sentenced to success. Be encouraged. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with someone you love or want to encourage today on social media or email. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us. Be encouraged.